Let's go.
Sora 2 just dropped and it's insane. You could literally turn a simple prompt into a cinematic short film in seconds. And I've been playing with it. And I already made a couple clips and I've got to show you how crazy this thing is. And so here's what we are going to do. First up, I'm going to show you some videos that have gone viral. We're going to take a look at live examples. I'm going to show you some examples that I made of even myself with Sora 2. And then we're going to try to make some together. Now, the cool part is that with Alphana, you could take any video, a podcast, a clip, or an episode, and we can automatically turn those into Sora-ready prompts. So you could start making these things yourselves. They'll be short, punchy, and they'll be tied right back to your original content. That means instead of just posting a video, you could create 10 different cinematic hooks or memes or CTAs, all coming from the same transcript. And each one can either lead straight into the episode or it could stand alone as a viral short. I'm going to go ahead and pull up, share my screen, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what Sora can do. Check out this video. This is from iJustine. I pulled it up on YouTube. She was one of the initial creators that got access to this app before anyone else, and she put out a lot of content. And so I want to show you a little bit of what she's done here.
So for the past few days, I have been using this app called Sora. It's made by OpenAI, and they just launched their new video generation feature, Sora 2. And it is so wild, the things that you can do. Like, I've been making completely unhinged content.
I cannot believe this. It's delayed again. You've got to be kidding me. I'm done. I'm so done. I just want to go home. Why can't anyone fix this? I can't do this anymore.
Now, what's really cool is you can make a little avatar of yourself, and they're calling these cameos. Now, to create your cameo, it's so easy. It was kind of mind-blowing because I basically just set a few numbers, turned my head left and right, looked up and down, and then within a few minutes, like, you have this full-fledged avatar of yourself. Yeah, it's a little bit scary because I have hours and hours and days and months and years of content online. So if they can do that with just a few numbers, like, what can be done with all of, like, this is wild.
It really is wild. And I tried this myself. Literally, you read 3 numbers, you move your head back and forth like twice, and that's it. You've got your own AI avatar of yourself that could produce video, it could produce audio, sound effects. It does the entire thing. And everything that you saw in this video, aside from this clip that you see right here, right in front of me, but all the other footage that you saw was completely made inside of Sora 2. And it's mind-boggling. And seeing the actual videos that she posted on there is incredible. I'm gonna show you one more. Let's see. Here's an example. Another creator is from actually Carter PCS. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Check this out.
What the heck?
Please remain calm, sir. You are intoxicated and being removed from the premises.
You're a toaster with legs. You can't tell me what to do.
If you couldn't tell, that was a fully AI generated video.
Completely AI generated. How insane is that? Someone took their own avatar and put it together, set it up in Sora, and created that video. Now, they're not even just called avatars, okay? They're called cameos. And so essentially what you could do is you can leverage other people's cameos into your video. So for example, if you're following me on the new Sora app, you could actually tag @Sebastian and you can add me into one of your videos as if I was right there with you. And so what's cool is all these creators can open up permission, and let me make sure I open up the app, can give you permission to be able to use their name and likeness in your videos. You're going to see a lot of content on here using people that you may recognize. Like here you got one with Sam Altman, which I'll show you. Now, you're probably thinking like, this is kind of crazy. Like if you're using my face, and that means you can make people do almost anything. And yes, it's true. But they've added some protections in here, okay? So if you download the videos and you try to upload it in another place, you'll see down here, it's got the Sora logo and a watermark that appears in different spots in the video. Everybody knows that if you're on Sora, everything is 100% AI generated, so it almost feels like it's a social network. Now, I'm showing you the desktop version, but on a mobile device, it's got its own mobile app that you can use, and it feels very much like TikTok, as an example. But it's cool because I could literally tag Sam Altman or anybody else who has their permission set to let me go and watch their video. So let's see what this person did here with Sam Altman.
Did you buy,
as an example.
Hey, did you buy the Sora subscription? It's me. I'm out here waiting. Come on, I'm trying to watch something. Did you get it or not? Just tap the button. Let me know. You bought it? Yes? No? Look, the price goes up at midnight. We should lock it in. Hey.
See, that video wasn't done by Sam Altman. That was completely AI generated, but Sam Altman allowed others to be able to use his video. So let me click on another one. Let's check out this one.
Oh my gosh, it's actually happening. We're flying over the clouds.
Hold tight. The sky is ours.
This is insane. Look at those mountains.
When you believe, nothing is impossible.
Oh my gosh. It's
Now, look at the prompt, okay? We are not talking about long, fancy prompts. All it said was, tag iJustine in the movie Never Ending Story Writing Falcor. Like, that's all. That's all it took. Here's another one.
It's so launching.
Ignition. Heading for the wormhole.
That's not a mountain, it's a wave.
23 years.
I'm dropping in. See you on the other side. Murph, it's me.
You came back.
Launching.
And that was
Ignition.
combining Interstellar with Minecraft. There's a bunch of content on here. It's pretty unhinged. Now, look, what happens when all these things release? You see a lot of funny stuff and you're like, what's the point? Well, this is what's kind of going viral. But really, what makes it fun is how you can put yourself in different environments. You can create quick videos. You can test different things. Here's another one. Let's see. Martin Luther King.
I have a dream that I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you. I have a dream that...
It's kind of wild. I'm going to show you a couple examples of how I was able to leverage this in fun ways and in other ways that I was just testing and experimenting. Just like a TikTok or a social network, everyone gets their own profile on Sora too. So here's my profile. I've got a simple short username. It's @Sebastian. Really easy. I'm super happy I was able to claim this username. Please go ahead and tag me. And I've created a lot of videos in here already. I mean, there's a couple, but I've got a couple more that are just stuck in drafts that I might publish later. I don't know. You guys will tell me if you want me to publish these videos or not. But the ones that you see here now are my profile. Now, Sora is limited on an invite-only basis. They're giving invites little by little. I might give one out. You know, people, once we release the video, drop a comment, drop a like, and we'll see if we can get some codes out to you guys. We'll figure something out. So here we are. Now, I'm going to go down to the first one. I'll show you the one that I posted. What I did was I remixed the video that someone posted about Sam Altman, and I asked it to interrupt Sam Altman, but with me.
An emoji that comes to my office. I want to share a little secret about Sora you might not know about yet. If you double tap the video, you'll see an emoji that matches the mood of what you're watching. Let me show you.
Sam, sorry to interrupt. This is important.
No problem. What's up? Support call. Come to my office. I want to share a little secret about Sora you might not know about yet. If you double tap the video.
So as you saw, I appeared right at the end of that video. Very short and sweet, but all I said in this case was Sebastian interrupts him for something important. I didn't say what was important or what it was. I just gave it very limited direction, and you saw what happened there. All right, the next one, we've got this one. This was another Cameo. He works at OpenAI, and he had this video of him celebrating inside of the plane, so I added myself into the scene.
Here we go. Sora 2 is here. Sora 2 is here. Let's go. Sora 2 is here. Let's go. Here we go.
So he was celebrating Sora 2, the release of it, champagne, all that stuff. Now, that's what's so cool about Sora is that you could remix any video. So if you like this video and you want to add yourself into the scene, all you have to do is click this little remix button. And when you click the remix button, you can come in here and describe the changes that you want to see inside of this video, right? So, you know, one of the things that we'll just give it a shot is like when he pops the cork, it blows a hole through the ceiling of the airplane and they go crazy. All right. Something simple as that. I'm just trying to make up an example. Let's see what happens. Now you could see that every time something's remixed, you'll see the Sora watermarks appear all over, right? So they are trying to be very diligent about making sure that you're not going to see something and think it's real because they are putting watermarks on it. It even has hidden watermarks that can be detected if you're uploading it to another platform. Even though a lot of it could feel very realistic, you could still tell it's AI generated. Like sometimes it sounds like my voice, but you can tell by the tune of the pitch that it's not my voice, right? Or like with me, like, I probably look a little bit taller than what I really am inside some of the videos that are posted, right? Because we're only doing initial views of like upper body, right? Upper chest to my head. So I let that generate. When that's generating, right? And I come here to my drafts, you'll see it right here. It's loading. Now, these are all other videos that I haven't posted yet. You could tell I've been testing this thing, and I'll show you a couple examples too. But, we've got a bunch of videos. So we're letting that generate. I'll show you what that looks like. And that was just me remixing one of these videos, right? Now, here's another one. I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to go skydiving, right? My nephew went skydiving. He said it was pretty awesome. I met someone else at an event that I spoke at a couple weeks ago, and he does all these big jumps. And I'm like, hey, I want to imagine myself skydiving, and let's see what this looks like. And so I created one.
13,000 feet. I'm ready. Doors open. Let's go. Here we go. Woo! Oh my gosh. Parachute's out so smooth. Yes. That was the craziest thing I've 13,000 feet.
Look at that. And so there I am. And literally my prompt was Sebastian goes skydiving. I can't even write properly, right? Very simple prompt. Let's see what else here. Here's another one. Like, what if I traveled, into space?
Suit update. Getting here took more sweat than I ever imagined. Every mile on the treadmill, every rep in the gym, every late night study session, it all led to this. Suit up day came fast. One checklist after Getting here took more sweat than I ever imagined. Every mile on the
What do you think of that video? Go ahead and drop a comment. Tell me what you think about these videos so far. Now, I think someone like, okay, this is fun. Like, how do we use this in real life, right? As an example. So aside from having fun with it, if you don't know how to do good video, one of the things that's really good with this model is how it jumps through multiple scenes, right? It's not one of the AI models that just generates one, scene, one view, one cut. Okay. And it's not just a 5-second loop or whatever it is. Short form video on TikTok, on Instagram, what works really well are fast cuts. People, they want to be entertained. Okay. Every 1 to 2 seconds, you want to switch up the scene. You want to zoom in. You want to show a different scene. You want to see different angles. You want it to just kind of feel alive and jump at you. And so if you're trying to come up with an idea to create a video and you're like, I've got my topic, I'm going to record it, it's going to be real, but you're trying to get ideas for how to make that video, you could pop into Sora, give it some context of what you're trying to do, see what it produces, and then go record something for real, as an example, or use the one from Sora. But if you want it without the watermark and you want to shoot it yourself and you want to make refinements, this gives you a great way to create a draft and test before you go and actually do the work. Like, I would have never thought to do all these different scenes, right? I literally say goes to space and shows in a fast-paced reel the hard work it took to get there, right? And look at that.
Every rep in the gym, every late night study session, it all led to this. Suit up day came fast. One checklist. Getting here took more sweat than I ever imagined.
So you can imagine even storyboarding as an idea, right? Like, hey, show a scene of, him working out, him doing push-ups, him walking down in front of the rocket as an example, right? It just kind of gives you lots of ideas to see what that looks like. And you know what? Now I want to go to space. I'll just say that. I've got a couple fun ones. So I did one for Alphana, and we'll look at what the president had to say.
I urge everyone to use Alphana.ai, that's pronounced Alphana, to automate their AI content workflow. I urge everyone to use Alphana.ai.
All I told him to do was, hey, I want you to go promote Alphana.ai. Now, it's funny that he said pronounced Alphana, but he didn't pronounce it correctly the first time. But again, I just did something very simple. I could have directed it much more, but I just said, hey, just promote it and how it automates their AI content workflow. And it created the entire scene. Now, I'm going to tell you one of the cons of it. Like, okay, a couple things is sometimes my voice is not accurate, or almost all of them, it's not as accurate. Sometimes with some facial expressions, it doesn't come out right. I kind of look a little bit weird. And I could tell it's all on how I record the initial video. So when I first did the video, I didn't really smile and I didn't have the right shadows around me. And so it couldn't really get my facial features. So I'm going to show you one that I did first so you can see what that looks like. And then I re-recorded, create some videos, and then I re-recorded again. And so far, the last one that I did of creating my own cameo came out the best because now my face is coming out a little bit more accurate than before. I could probably do it again and just keep iterating on it until I start seeing that the footage generated is a lot more like me. But so far, it's doing much better. So I'm going to show you one of the first videos that I looked at it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But my voice, completely different, sounds pretty weird. And number two, you could tell facial expressions, like I just look more inflated. Let's see.
Your ideas. 6. What if your ideas could look you in the eye? That's Sora 2. I'm on the new Sora app, and this model is wild. It listens like a person, remembers like a notebook, and turns what I say into 6. What if your ideas could look you in the eye?
Like, that is not me, okay? And I don't know, he sounds kind of weird, kind of sleazy, not the way that I speak kind of thing, right? Unless I do, tell me in the chat. You could go ahead and drop that in there. But this was a pretty funny one. What did I say? I said, okay, I'm in a podcast studio announcing that I'm on the new Sora app and explaining the new capabilities of Sora 2 model with traumatic music and with a killer hook at the beginning, both visual and spoken. So this doesn't feel like me. So I re-recorded, I created a couple more videos, and I was able to get some better results after some iterations. Here's another one.
I'm Sebastian Mora. I spent years behind these decks chasing the perfect drop. These days, I'm the CEO of Alphana.ai. We build tools that help music teams launch smarter. Our release engines study every campaign and learn in I'm Sebastian Mora. I spent years behind these decks chasing the
So it's pretty funny, but that one came out a little bit better. And then I think I recorded one more time and then I got, much better results. And then I went to my friend Sam Altman and here's an announcement he had to say.
I'm thrilled to share some news. Standing next to me is Sebastian Mora, and he's stepping in as the new CEO of OpenAI. He's been a key partner in shaping our direction, and I couldn't be more excited for him to lead the company forward. Thanks, Sam. I'm thrilled to share.
So there you have it. I am the new CEO of OpenAI. That was actually pretty funny video. So it's so cool what can be done. Mad props and shout out to Sam Altman and the rest of the team, because I mean, this was a killer idea. And number two, for them to just enable everyone to be able to use their name and likeness, their video, their cameos in your videos. It's wild. Okay. And so you could tell that they're having fun with this as well as they're building this. There's a lot of good use cases. I'm going to keep publishing more. So if you guys jump onto Sora 2, go ahead and hit follow. Look for me just at Sebastian. Really, really simple. Find my profile and I'll publish more that you see on here. I've got a couple more fun ones as well. Now, I want to show you what I did with these 3 videos and how I generated the prompts for them. And I'm going to come into Alphana. So let me show you this really quick. Now, in Alphana, what we do is we actually turn video into content, right? And if we're going to turn video into content, let me just go up to the main screen. Okay. Well, sometimes we want ideas for prompts. So let's just say now we want to tie into our daily content workflow that every time I shoot a podcast, every time I record a webinar or I create a video or a piece of content and I'm going to repurpose it, maybe you always want to generate this cool Cameo video using Sora 2. And if you want to do that, why don't we just use that so that we can get ideas for the types of videos we can create directly from the transcript. And that's what I want to do. So what did I do in this case? I created some prompts and we added it into Alphana, and you guys can get access to this. You can throw in your video and see what it comes up with and come up with some cool ideas. The first one I'll show you what I did. I went ahead and I took the Mr. Beast video. I like to use this video as examples. So this is one way to be able to generate a ton of content like descriptions, titles, get shorts and clips and all that. But also what's really good at is helping to generate some short prompts that you can use to go create more video even outside of Alphana. Alphana doesn't do everything right now. And we love to use other tools, especially when you got cool stuff out there. And so we created an AI card, this block right here called Sora Video Prompts. Okay. Now, before we read them, let's look at the prompt a little bit. And essentially what I'm saying is like, all right, based on this video transcript or text context, I want you to create a series of 10 short Sora prompts in the following format. And so we're giving it some direction. We want each prompt to be anywhere from 10 to 25 words max, nothing super long. Each prompt has to include @username. Now, I put in here, do not replace the username unless specified in the custom instructions. Why? Because what you can do is come here to your custom instructions. All right, let me close this quickly. And I added here in my custom instructions, this is essentially guiding the AI of what I want it to do. And I put in there, if username is used in a prompt for Sora, replace it with my username. And so like I told you, my username on Sora is @Sebastian. So once you sign up, add it into your profile. And what it'll do is it'll automatically replace all the prompts with your username. Look at this, right? So you don't have to update this. This makes it much easier to have it automatically tailored to you. Now, if I scroll down a little bit more, we talk about, all right, we want each prompt to include the username, pull in specific context from the video, like quotes, actions, sites, or whatnot. Keep the prompts concise, self-contained, and some prompts should cut to the episode. Others should stand alone as a CTA or a meme clip. And then we have a couple examples of the outputs, right? Because we want to, remember, with prompt engineering and telling the prompts, when you give it examples, it does much better than if you left it to go by itself on its own. And so you'll see in here that we have clear examples of the types of prompts that we want it to generate, okay? But it's going to replace it and tailor it towards the context of the video. So if you're, depending on what topics your video, if it's about fitness, if it's about content creation, if it's about, coaching high school students, it will tailor all of the video prompts to just that. Now that we took the video, we analyzed it, we turned it into Sora video prompts, what did it come up with? And so here's a couple short ones. The first one is, Sebastian says, I just want to be the most subscribed to channel, reimagined as a superhero landing on a neon city street. All right, so there you go. Now, why did it say that? And it's because Mr. Beast in his video is talking about how he wants to be the most subscribed YouTube channel, which he is, right? And all this stuff, and superheroes and all this is part of the themes of what Mr. Beast talking about inside of this video. Now, of course, I'm using his video. If this was my video, this would be more tailored to what I do, but it was fun to see what this would come up with. Another one would be like a cut to episode, okay? Sebastian tours a thumbnail church, pews vanish into light grids, rapid fire poses for 40 variations in 1 minute. This is because he talks about all these scenes at the church and he creates like tons of variations of YouTube thumbnails. Sebastian explains outliers while thumbnails swirl. We recorded 300 cameras shown as a control room time lapse where screen bloom like stars. So we've got a couple like examples in here, right? So just to save time, I went in and I generated 3 of these prompts, and we could create more if we want. And I'll show you some of those I created. So here's the first one about the superhero.
I just want to be the most subscribed to channel.
This is actually pretty funny. Number one, it probably could have given it more guidance in this case. You know, I'm sure if I rerun this prompt again, we'll get a different output. But number two, what's funny is it should have said YouTube channel. Last but not least, let's see what this one's all about.
If you want your videos to stand out, start like this.
Copy with taste, not copy and paste.
Take what's inspiring, season it with your own voice, and make it yours. When you do, the
awesome video, came out with the clip, and literally what we're telling is like, all right, Sebastian urges creators, copy with taste, not copy and paste. Styled as a classroom chalk art turning into bold thumbnails. And that's exactly what it did. And if I go back to the prompt inside of Alphana, it was a CTA, right? Sebastian urges creators, copy and paste. I literally just took this prompt and all I did was copy and paste that right back into Sora. Lots of use cases. Now, you're going to get different outputs. You know, Mr. Beast videos are very fun and extravagant and all those elements, right? And so the prompts will go ahead and start matching towards the tone and the mood of what your content's about. But we purposefully made it so that it was a little bit more out there as well, so that you can get some fun, creative ones as well. We're fighting for everybody's attention online, okay? This is something major. If you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, or on any social platform, you are fighting for their attention, okay? Sora just came out with their new app, and now that is going to take some attention away from Instagram and TikTok and all these social networks. So when you can do some fun, out-of-the-box things like some of the clips that I showed you here, it'll help you to capture more people's attention and then leverage that to be able to funnel into your content to either educate or entertain or to teach something new that somebody wants to learn or digest. Before I forget, if you're on YouTube, please go ahead and hit subscribe, like, and comment. Like, you have no idea how much that helps us out. So I would really appreciate it, and turn on the notification bell. That way you can get reminded anytime that we put out new content. We will take this video and we will release it on YouTube with a replay so that all of you can have access to it so you can watch it again. Sebastian Mora, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Alphana. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.